So let's do this real quick. Individual, you got to choose a different person, all three of us. Who impressed you the most from that Missouri game?
Who impressed me the most? Somebody go first because I know I'll take the not easy one.
Okay, I'll give the obvious. Yeah. I know just to give him his flowers. I know we've talked about it a little bit, but just to go further into it, Javon Quinterly, because you've had and here's why. It's not necessarily because of everything that he did just on over the weekend against Missouri. You've had a lot of people showing some skepticism towards Javon Quinterly. Maybe not a lot.
Injuries, maybe,
but injuries
turnovers.
And just the way that he looked for the majority of the year last year, coming back from the ACL. You just had a lot of people questioning: is this the player that he was 2 years ago at Alabama when they went on that deep tournament run? Like
Nate Oates' comments.
Yeah, Nate Oates' comment on there's just been,
which was a slick shot. It was unnecessary.
It was. But there's been a lot of question marks, at least from outside, surrounding Javon Quinterly. And he played decent in the first game, and it was okay. We know he missed some time in the offseason. He didn't play in one of the exhibition games, correct? Second exhibition game.
Penny said he was out.
Second he played.
Penny said he was out for a month.
Right. So we know he missed some time, and then he comes into this game, and I think you said it perfectly with he's been in this environment. He's been in Missouri on the road. He's been in these SEC games. If anybody was going to, stabilize this team, calm this team down, and allow them to play kind of their perfect game and get away with the win like this, Javon was going to be at the forefront of that. And he was. He answered the bell for that. He played an incredible game. Decisions 90% of the times, whether it's passing the ball to somebody, whether it's taking a shot, whatever it is, Javon, I think they trust him and they should trust him to make the correct decision. So
yeah, and then man, that play where he dropped the Mizzou defender and then knocked it down was just pretty.
Yeah,
God, I love seeing stuff like that. The one I'm going to go with, and you could really do this for the first two games, but Jaquan Walton, and the thing is, I asked this today on the show, and I want y'all to sort of answer this for me. In the Penny Hardaway era, when someone puts up a three, when we talk about confidence level, that three is going to be knocked down, whether there's a hand in the face or he's wide open. Jaquan, through 2 games, what I've seen from this guy, this is a pure shooter, man.
Yes.
This guy, the confidence I have when he puts up a three, it's ridiculous. He was 3 for 5 in that game. He's 66% on the year. I think he's 6 for 9 through 2 games.
Yeah.
But he can get it anywhere. And defensively, I've been impressed as hell.
Yeah.
And it's not just, knockaways, using your length, getting into the passing lanes. When he guards someone off the dribble and they try to test him at the rim, he will block your damn shot. He's got that type of athleticism. Right. He had 2 blocks in that game against Mizzou. So, man, all around, Jaquan Walton is just one of the most impressive players on this team. And when we talk about and I don't know how it works because what's this, his fourth year of college ball? Third or fourth.
One at Georgia, one JUCO.
I don't know what this looks like, but man, he's got somewhat of an NBA skill set.
Oh, yeah.
At least a role-playing skill set at the very least.
Just with his length and three-point shooting ability.
he impressed the hell out of me. He jumps off the screen every time you watch him.
Yep.
I think for me, the guy that I think will end up being the key for the Tigers the entire season, and has somewhat been a question mark, especially coming into the first game of the year. He wasn't in the starting lineup. And that's Jordan Brown.
JB.
Figure that's where you're going.
And I totally agree with this. This was going to be my second one.
Because, and this is what I noticed, and I don't know if you guys noticed the same thing. Even in that first half against Missouri, he looked out of sync. He looked a little bit plotting.
Well, he's not in his best shape. He's not getting up and down the floor that well, and it doesn't necessarily look like he's engaged every possession. But when you look at his numbers by the end of the game, you're like,
he played a hell of a game.
Shit, he had 12 points, 6 rebounds, and he was a team high in plus minus.
Right.
Well, let me tell you this,
damn.
Yeah.
In that second half, there was a moment that I go, he's in shape.
Yeah.
It just clicked. You know how when you're playing ball, if you haven't played for a long time, because all reports are telling us that JB didn't play a whole lot of ball during the offseason. There was not a whole lot of picking up of the basketball. But when you're out there playing and you haven't played for a long time, you get out there and everything just feels foreign to you. That's that, and then one day it just kind of flips for you. That second half against Missouri, there was a move in the post where I was like, he got it. He just got the feeling back. Like because there was this movement that he made that you could tell was different than any other post move I've seen him make in the first game and the first half against Missouri. And he dominated the post in the second half, dominated the play. And so I think for me, Jordan Brown is going to be the linchpin for this team moving forward.
He's so great to have, man. Because if you get late in the shot clock, if your backcourt's struggling,
dump it down.
Just throw it into him, let him cook. Screw it. He'll get a shot off.
Yep.
And it'll be a relatively high percentage shot. I mean, he's not necessarily the most fun guy to watch. I'm not going to act like he is, but he gets the damn job done.
That's all that matters.
And it's a resource, especially offensively, that they've never really had.
Yeah.
And people will say, well, Jalen Duren offensively he did not want to be dominant offensively the first half of the season he was here at Memphis. Yeah. So it's just different. It's different altogether. And by the way, last thing, and I think we're going to move on to football after this.